Shalom.
Shalom!
All right, we got a stream of wisdom. This is our Thursday night class. So of course, you know, we got the different school locations, right? And we definitely have Houston, Virginia, Rochester, San Antonio. And I know she's gonna put that up on the screen for the just so you can get the specific address, right? And of course, our class days for Virginia and Rochester, right? They mirror each other. They're the same. And then of course you got Houston and San Antonio. They have the same class days and similar class times. So that's something, you know, take advantage if you're in those areas of their actual you know, classes. You know, be there physically. Get there physically if you're in a close area. Learn something, right? Get around the brothers and sisters and learn something.
That's
and
right.
We also got the Mashaba, right? The Mashaba podcast, right? So we got a couple different ways to stream the truth. The Mashaba podcast on the Podbean app. That's 11 a.m. CST, 10 a.m. MST, 9 a.m. PST, 12 noon EST, right? And that's based off your region with the time. And of course, we got the stream of the 5 Minutes of Wisdom, the Hidden Truth Bible Show, the Israelite Media Court, the Palo Hebrew Playhouse, Man of the Day, right? We got a couple of different things where you can, you know, you can actually get the word, get the wisdom, you know. So take advantage of that as well too. And of course, we got the kids classes. They're gonna post those on the Houston channel. So on Saturdays they post that on the Houston channel, right? Houston channel on Saturdays on 11 a.m. And they got the S.O.W. Children of the Light, S.O.W. TikTok Children of the Light, and then they got those. Those are different channels you can kind of take everybody out on, right? The S.O.W. Children Light is the Instagram for the kids. So if you're a parent, you want to keep up with what the kids got going on in the school, because you desire to, you know, get your somehow, some way keep the kids connected, right? Or informed, or even just learn how to, you know, keep Israelite children engaged in activities. The sisters do that. They post that type of information and content on S.O.W. Children of the Light, right? And we got the Chosen Creations too as well. So Chosen Creations, you got your wall art. Your wall art. You got your metal. You can get engraved. You got your what else? Acrylic, wood, plastic. No, not plastic. Glass. Excuse me.
Acrylic.
Yeah, that's the acrylic. And then the glass, right? So you can get those different things engraved, and you can get your jewelry, cups, whatever you got, a ring, an earring, whatever you want. You can get those things engraved so that you can be able to, you know, get something decorative, but get something biblically decorative, versus you just getting something from the world and you got skulls and bones. You know, you see all those different imageries and you're like, man, I don't want those. That's not a positive imagery. That's not something I want my kids to see. That's not something I want to see. That's not motivating. So you got the Chosen Creations to take advantage of it. And that deals with clothing as well too, right? So you can do that clothing with fringes. We also got the Hebrew Academy. That's Virginia and Rochester every Monday, Houston every Tuesday. So that's if you want to learn to come and learn to be a priest, right? And learning to be a priest is what? Learn to serve your people, learn to be a godly man. All that is in the encompass of being a priest. You know, so learning to love your family, learning to love your brothers, learning to love your nation, and most importantly, learning to love your power, which is the Most High, and learning how to do it properly, right? So take advantage of the Hebrew Academy. And then of course you can contact the priest. So let's say you're not here physically, but you heard me say something, or you heard a brother say something about Hebrew Academy. Like, man, I would like to join. Well, let's tune into the classes and at least create a pattern of communication with one of these priests, and then we're gonna give out the numbers because you can contact them about biblical questions, whether it's marriage, family. You want to understand the Genesis 1 breakdown. You want to understand, is this a sin? Is this not a sin? Is this prideful? Is this not prideful? You can ask those questions, right? Even if you need help on starting a business, they can even help you with that. Brothers got years of experience, so if you want to get some wisdom, right? Get the understanding by calling the men that have experience, the priests. So you got Priest Kazakia's number and Priest Kazakia's number is up there on the screen. But Priest Zionala's number is 346-234-8340. So that's 346-234-8340, right? And then of course you're gonna put on the screen for the donations, right, that you can take advantage of. And our specific location is Rochester. So if you want to donate specifically to us, our location is Roc144. It's $ Roc144, and that's for Cash App, right? And you can donate books, apocryphers, pens, pads, highlighters, all of the above. And then, of course, if you just want to help with the school rent, right, you can do that as well and give the direct finances. So, help. You watching? Help, right? We're a nation. Let's help each other help, right?
Right. Listen, help us, help you.
Help us, help you.
Yeah.
Because the light's on for a reason. The internet's on for a reason. We try our best to get the best so that brothers and sisters can get the best quality. You know what I mean? So, y'all been seeing recently, the computer been having its technical difficulties. So,
yeah.
Help a nation out. It ain't help a brother, let's help a nation out. Right? You're part of that nation, so let's all play our part.
Yeah.
Right? So, but that's it on the announcements, right? That's it on the announcements. So, I know Zion got the class, got the biblical blueprint for health, part 4. So it's an extensive lesson on how to get your life right spiritually and physically, right? So they all can connect. So he's going to continue with that class tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This man, you know what I'm saying, with the introduction, not the water. Part 4, right? Going into this health class. It's needed. It's needed. Let's go back to the first scripture that we pulled in this series, 3 John 1 and 2. And mind you, this class can have 20 parts because health is so intricate, right? In regards of what to look at, what to understand, what to better be able to exercise in our life. So, part 4, you're like, man, that's a long, well, I mean, when you go into it, and there's certain points that we want to bring out and articulate so brothers can really absorb it and not just hear the information. We slide through it and it's kind of, again, it's like a song, it was jamming for a day, but then it didn't resonate anymore. So we want these scriptures, we want these points to resonate with brothers and sisters about their health, right? Your health is very important. What you can do, you can just, your health is very important. Your health is very important in this walk, right? As we're going to go into this first point, there's a lot of connections with your body, with your mind. So this has to be understood. So let's read this 3 John chapter 1 and verse 2.
3 John chapter 1, verse 2.
Right, so 3 John 1 and 2. Go ahead.
Beloved, I wish above all things
Come on.
that thou mayest prosper and be in health.
Right. We want brothers to not only prosper in their works and their duties, right? Excelling, growing spiritually, physically, but also prosper and be at tip-top health. This is what it's about. What you need? This is what it's about. It's about making sure that our bodies can function in the things that we're starting to do what? Engage in, right? This journey that we're on, this path that we're on of righteousness in regards of, it's really just life itself. Maintaining our household, working your job, right? But it starts all with where? Your health. A lot of our people, their health affects their everyday life. Does it not? If you got diabetes and you had to get one of your foot cut off, are you now functioning like you used to? No, you at now probably 70%, 60%, maybe even worse than that. You may have been a guy that was on the roof or not like that, like the trees, right? You a tree climber, cutting down trees, but now your foot's gone. I don't think you can grab anymore with that peg, right?
No.
But the point is that, a lot of us got to really look at the things that's important. And a lot of times we overlook it. So we're seeing the scriptures is letting us know it's not only about seeing brothers grow in the spirit, right? Very important, but also health. We don't want to hear that brothers and sisters in a hospital. That's a hard thing to hear about, man. We got a lot of our brothers and sisters that have fallen ill, and a lot of our brothers and sisters have passed due to illnesses. I mean, we had a few brothers that died during that whole COVID stream. As soon as they went to the hospital, Esau did what? Put them right on the ventilator, and it was over. You know, and those men were mighty men. Man, they went out like warriors. Those are older men, 60 plus, and they went out warriors knowing that, listen, they fought their life the right way, right? When it came down to their actions, when it came to their thoughts, when it came to their works, you know, also in their diet. One brother was named Dawiyad out of Atlanta. And then we had another brother by the name of Nicodemus, Ronnie, right? Ronnie was a brother, man, back from the Houston camp when I was there. Yes. We're going into diet. We're definitely going into the health and understanding what's needed in our diet, right? This class, we're going to dive into the specifics of what our body needs, right? And where our energy derives from. Like, let me ask that question before we jump. Where does your energy derive from? Do you know where energy comes from within your body, within your cells? What components or what component in your cells generate energy for you? Does anybody know that at the top of their head? Here we go. I know we got a science major up in here, man. There you is. Mitochondria. The mitochondria, right? Mitochondria is where your energy is deriving itself from, or what helps produce energy in your body. The mitochondria is that do what? That now start to copy itself and grow and replicate itself to give us the energy that we need for day-to-day life, right? For all the different jobs that we have to do, right? Not only physically, but also spiritually. So very important. But this is something that our people naturally don't know. You see this? Like they did teach about it in high school, but we overlooked it. We just went through it. We didn't really put it to mind. We didn't really consider that was real information about how our body functions, right? How we now are able to really impact our body at a high level. No different from, you know, brothers and sisters with different grades of gas. Different grades of gas causes what? It causes your car to run more efficient. Like, for example, I believe it's the Dodge Demon, the Dodge Challenger Demon. I don't know if y'all know about that. It's not a Hellcat, it's a demon. It's levels to when you start pushing past 700 horsepower, but that demon requires racetrack fuel. You can't fuel it up. I mean, you might can do 93, but I know it runs even harder if you take it to get some racetrack fuel. So the point is, are we understanding what our body needs to fuel to work at its best? You see this? And a lot of times it's a no, you know, it's no. And this is why, read it again. Come on.
3 John chapter 1, verse 2.
Go ahead.
Beloved, I wish above all things
Come on.
that thou mayest prosper and be in good health.
Right. Be in good health. The Most High wants us to do what? Be in good health. Can we agree with that? There we go. We can agree with that. Let's get one scripture with that. Ecclesiastes 1:18. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 18, as we get back into this class, part 4, right? We left off with Daniel and how Daniel ate pulse or vegetables and he was sufficient. He was able to be now energized. He was able now to, those vegetables nourished his body. The vegetables nourished his body. He didn't eat the king's meat, you know? In our minds, we naturally think what? We need a lot of what? Protein. I need a lot of meat. Let me get me a double Big Mac. When in actuality, we don't need that much meat. Not saying that again, meat's not lawful, it is. But your energy derives from so many other things outside of meat, right? And Daniel proved that in regards of how he denied the king's table. If you watch on part 3, we went over Daniel and how he denied the king's portion of food that they wanted to give him while he was in captivity, or being developed to now be in the the inner courts with the king, right? As they wanted to now teach them languages, right? Teach them the Chaldees language, right?
They wanted the educated children.
There you go. As they wanted the educated children, he said, what? I'm going to educate you on, we don't need this food that you want to give me to now be able to still be energized and have the nutrition. Mm-hmm. A lot of us men, our nutritional value understanding is low. Yeah. We don't know what nutrition is. And it's not a kick or a blow to anybody. This is, we're all growing. Yes. Until Christ's return, we're all understanding what is best for our body so that we can be the best. Yeah. And that's if you care about yourself. That's if you care about how the Most High looks at you, because this is the point of the class. The Most High cares about our health. He said that our body is not our own. He owns it. He let us lend it. We're lending our body from the Father to do the work that he's calling us to do. So he's given us good wisdom and good understanding of how now to be in good health, right? There you go. Mitochondria making ATP, right? Where we at? Let's read.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18.
Come on.
The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom.
There you go. The fear of the Lord, being respectful, being mindful of what the Father has shown us, not only through his dietary law, right, but also in the other wisdom on how even to handle food, eating in moderation, right? We're going to go back to it about not eating an excess of meat. It's a crown, right? It makes us to do what? Read.
The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom.
It's a crown of wisdom. Come on.
Making peace and perfect health to flourish.
That's the point, because he wants us to be at mental and physical peace so that our health can flourish. Right? We don't really hear Christians speaking about health, do we?
Wow.
They're eating up.
Right. Because that body, that flesh is what? It supersedes what the Lord has shown through his scriptures. We hear about John the Baptist eating locusts and honey. Oh, no. Right? We hear about Ezekiel eating only on bread. That's where you get that Ezekiel's bread. Right? It was the lentils and the barley that was mixed in the bread. We don't want to read about that. We don't want to hear about that. Not knowing is that the Most High always prescribed ways for us to be at perfect health. Go ahead, read it again.
The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom.
Go ahead.
Making peace and perfect health to flourish.
There you go. And that's what we want for brothers and sisters. And that's why we have this class, right? To educate, for us to know more about our bodies. Not only just the dietary law, because we'll go into that as well, the specifics of it, right? But let's start with how to eat, the proper way to eat. What's going to cause us really to have the mental power, the mental energy, the physical energy to deal with day to day, especially in this kingdom that we live in. And for those that may be new, we are living in the last kingdom, but this empire is ruled by who? The beast. This empire is ruled by people that do not care about you.
God.
They don't care about your children's development. God. They don't care about your if you're obese, fit, fat. Well, actually, they do care about it because they want you to be fat.
God.
Every time you drive by a store, every time I drive by an Arab store, all I see is snacks. That's all I see, snacks, chips, soda drink, pop. And as we went through it last class in regards to sugar, that is what is destroying us. Sugar. And the Most High said, man, be mindful because I want you to be at perfect health. Go ahead.
Both which are the gift of God.
Read.
And it enlarges their rejoicing that love him.
There you go. So if we're mindful of the things the Most High said be aware of, he says that we will what? We will rejoice. A lot of us aren't rejoicing with our body that we have. A lot of us are in pain. A lot of us are not happy with how we look, right? You know how it is, my insecurities, right? I mean, shoot, listen, I understand, right? Some brothers may say dad bods, the dad bod, right? You like that one, huh? That's how it is. You don't think about what that's doing to you. It's just snack time. I'm just fulfilling my appetite in the moment, not understanding, is that what your body really desires when you feel that hunger crave? Is it really food that your body desires? So this is where we're at on this part 4, right? And I really want to start, I want to start back in Ecclesiastes 37 and 30 to correlate biblical scripture, biblical wisdom, and show how science today agree and solidify what the wisdom is telling us. Or should I say the Bible? I mean, that's just, again, the Bible's undefeated, man. And a lot of these scientists, they're super slow. Biologists, super slow in regards of what the Most High has already shown us with their knowledge. That's why the Most High said he laughs at the knowledge. So let's read this. Ecclesiastes 37 and verse 30. Come on.
Ecclesiastes chapter 37, verse 30.
Go ahead.
For excess of meat.
For what?
For excess of meat.
So eating much meat. For excess of meat, go ahead.
Bringeth sickness.
It does what?
Bringeth sickness.
There we go. So when we overpacked our bodies with meats, and mind you, the American tradition is what? Always to have meat. Meat, 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 meat. We got more meat than anything else on the plate, don't we?
Oh, yes, definitely.
You going for another slice of chicken, another piece of chicken. Right, man, if I had another steak, I'd bust that thing down too. But it says the excess of meat does what?
Bringeth sickness.
Go ahead.
And surfeiting
Go ahead.
will turn into choler.
So surfeiting means to oppress. When we overeat or overindulge in meats, is it saying meat's unlawful? No, it's talking about moderation, right? Not stuffing ourselves to the point where now it turns into choler, where now we're irritable, right? Our body is now reacting to what we just did to it. It starts now to get hot. You may even have hot spells on the bed. You had a nice heavy meal at 1 o'clock at night. And you tossing and turning now. Your belly growling. You wake up hot. You don't know why. Like, what's going on? It's what the Bible said would happen whenever we overeat. You have choler. And let's look up the definition of choler. You have choler. The Bible has given us the way to perfect peace, man. How to control that palate, how to control our appetite. So let's read this with the definition of choler. CHOLER, choler. Oh yeah, because it's a point I'm gonna bring out with this choler. Right? What does it say with choler?
Choler refers to intense anger, wrath, or strong indignation.
Think about this. So we create intense anger and wrath and strong indignation by just eating. Eating creates this in our body, which now translate that to where? Our mind. You think your body's angry? No, those signals from the belly is now being sent to where? The mind. And the saying of what they say, you are what you eat, is real. If you eat bottom barrel food, a lot of times what? Our mind is operating at a low level. Yeah. Our attention span is at a low level. They say, what are those chips that the kids eat? The Takis. They say that those chips, because of the nutritional value, which is a quick 0, How does it affect the kids? It causes now their attention span to be lessened. But it's because of the nutrition. We don't think that. We think just because we're using that mechanical jaw, the mechanical action of eating, chewing, swallowing, that we're good. When what we are eating adds no nutrition to nothing in our body. It doesn't stimulate our brain. It doesn't stimulate our organs. It actually oppresses it, because now it causes your body to work harder to digest it. Because we're constantly what? Eating. And this is why the Most High said, when we do this, we now create what? Caller. What else you got for caller? Yeah, what else you got for caller? I mean, how do y'all feel about that? That scripture right there, where overeating causes pain, physically and mentally, to you. Did y'all ever think that? Is that something that you knew? Listen, has anybody even felt that online? Has anybody felt where you overate and now you in the bed tossing and turning, your body's hot, you waking up like, what's going on? Your spouse making you, all right, get off me. Right? Has that happened to anybody? It's happened to me. And when it did, I knew the Bible scripture hit me. I said, golly. For real. My body was hot, irritable, you know. So the Most High's word is true. What you got for caller again?
Caller. Says easily irritated and indicating anger or excited by anger.
Right.
It says irritation of the passions. So yeah, that's what it says right there. Yeah, irritation of the passion.
Right, irritation of the passion. It gets you what? It messes with your mood.
Right.
It messes with now your emotions. Ecclesiastes 31:30. It messes with your mood. Because now we're overworking our system, and our system saying, listen, take it easy, buddy. Stop. This ain't right. Our body's saying this ain't right, and we don't understand it. What do? Shoot, we keep hitting it with the food, keep hitting it with the drink. And our body slowly but surely is getting beat up. Year after year, month after month. And we don't know why our body is slowly but surely breaking down. Why my knees is starting to, get stiff at the age of 30. My back don't work the same at the age of 27. Right? I got mental fog like all the time. I don't know what's going on. Mental fog. I have this pain in my right side. We say it, and that's it. We drink some water. The military tell you, drink some water, change your socks. You'll be all right. When in actuality is that we're eating ourselves to death. Our diet is destroying us day by day because we really don't know how to keep up with a body or a vessel that we really don't know what's in it. All we see is our mouth. We get that toilet. That's it. We don't know the intricate details of the body. Small intestine, large intestine, your kidneys, how they function, your gallbladder, how they function. Those things we don't think about. We just hear about people getting their gallbladder taken out. Oh, for real? Oh, okay. When the Bible is showing us, man, we do it slowly but surely as we do what? Oppress our system. Read this, Ecclesiastes 31 and verse 30. Yeah, I'll read it. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 31, verse 30. Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool.
Come on.
Till he offend.
No, Ecclesiastes 31 and verse 20.
Ecclesiastes chapter 31, verse 20.
Ecclesiastes 31 and verse 20. Go ahead.
Sound sleep cometh of moderation.
And mind you, we hit these scriptures last week, but I want to revisit them because we're going to go into in regards of why these certain attacks happen to the body. Go ahead.
Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating.
Right. So sound sleep, having good sleep comes through moderate eating. Right. When it comes to eating, we haven't really learned how to shut the door. We haven't learned how to cut off and say, you know what, I'm good to go. Or that's just what I need. Man, we keep eating until we're what? Stuffed. So the scriptures are saying through moderate eating, you know, and I'm going to say it, man, your life is a whole lot better when you start cutting out things that's unnecessary for your body to have at certain times. Right. And a lot of us ask the question is like, man, when I do go to sleep, I get sleep paralysis. I have nightmares. You know, I'm anxious on the bed. Why? Because your body's trying to tell you something. Keep reading. Come on.
He rises early, and his wits are with him.
What you think, Samaya? Huh? Right. It says his what?
He rises early, and his wits are with him.
There you go. His mind, right? His thinking, his comprehension is there with him. He ain't waking up sluggish. You know how it is, right? You get you a good day, a good night. You was drinking a little bit, had you some meat, drank. You wake up what? Oh, here we go. But if you have, and mind you, we're not saying that you can't have a glass of wine or something to drink at night, but obviously in regards of the food too, we want to wake up with what? With our wits, right? We want to wake up alert and ready to go. And when you feel like that a lot of times, when you fasting, man, when you fasting, your mind is moving 1,000 miles a minute when you wake up. You ready to go. You hitting the shower. I'm on a mission. You setting up prayers, right? Yes. Because the body was able to rest. So now all your components is ready to go. Your mind is clear. Instead of what? As we wake up, we're waking up as how our body feels. Your body was working all last night. So that's why we wake up what? Still tired. Still tired. And you slept 8 hours. You may have slept. Your mind may have slept. Your brain may have slept. But that body was still what? Working. It was still fighting to digest the food that we just pummeled in at 12 or 1 o'clock. I get it. This class right here hits everybody. Everybody. So it says, sound sleeps cometh of moderate eating. Go ahead.
He rises early.
Come on.
And his wits are with him.
Read.
But the pain of watching.
Come on.
And collar.
Read.
And prongs.
Pangs. Pangs.
And prongs?
Pangs. P-A-N-G-S. Pangs. Right.
And pangs of the belly.
Go ahead.
Are with an unsatiable man.
There you go. Are with a what?
Unsatiable man.
So these pains, right? This caller is now with an unsatiable man, or a man or a woman that can't control what? Their diet or what they eat, their intake. You ever heard that anywhere else, George? What we're going over in regards of how the biblically the information that's coming out, how overeating now causes us to now react and feel a certain way later on. Have you ever heard that anywhere? From anywhere? Outside of, obviously health classes, but this wisdom. Have you ever heard that from anywhere? That overeating causes pangs, choler, right? Causes that aggression, that irritable spirit that we wake up with. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. P-A-N-G-S. Pangs of the belly. Right? It says pangs of the belly. We're going to look this up for you real quick.
Pangs. Refer to intense physical or emotional suffering.
Look at that. So intense what?
Physical.
Physical. So your belly aching, it's locking up on you. It feels like. Go ahead.
or emotional suffering.
Or emotional suffering. You know, listen, a lot of us got them pains, man. Your stomach feels like it's reaching for the sky, poking out. Like, golly, I ate too much, right? Yeah, what did I eat? Like, what is that? Did that just do this to me? You know, it's crazy, especially when you're aware. You start eating food. You're like, man, this can't be food, because how my body just reacted towards it. I had a little plate, but now I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy now. Had a little plate of food, but that food was what? Bottom barrel.
Right.
Wasn't nutritious.
Hit you every time.
There you go. But it says pangs of the belly are with the unsatiable man, right? Let's look this up real quick, or the comments. It says, when I weighed 249 3 years ago, it would hit me hard. There you go. Hey, 249, right? What else? Ivy, Khan. I try every day to be aware of what I'm eating and how much I'm eating. My body communicates to me more when I'm eating too much. There you go. Right. Mine has, L'Oreal, mine has been taken out. Oh, you speaking about your gallbladder? The pain is worse than labor. Nothing no one should ever experience. There we go. Right. That gallbladder, I believe, creates that bile and helps with digestion. Right. But again, a lot of these things, a lot of these issues, as we're going to see, a lot of diseases, they come from how we eat, right? But going back to the scriptures in regards about the pangs, the belly, right? The suffering, the caller. I brought this out before, but there is a nerve that is attached from our brain to our belly. There's a nerve that's attached to our brain, to our belly. So whatever we put in our stomach, it communicates now to where? Our brain. So it affects your mood. It affects how you feel in regards of what you eat. Do y'all understand that? So let's just ask, well, what if we overeat on what? Meats. How are we going to feel? Yes.
I'm just thinking about how true that is, how the brain is connected to the stomach. 'Cause I think about people that might think about blood or just something that make them sick, but how they're thinking about it or see it and they might throw up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or they see like a dead body or something like that, and they throw up.
Right. Oh, I got you. Right. So it was that transmitter from the brain that shot to the gut that now had you throw up. But hey, I like that. I like that correlation. I mean, because it is connected, right? It is connected. So again, your gut has a direct line to your mind. You heard it before?
No, I understand.
Oh, right. Right. But it's like, man, well, how did your stomach know? So obviously we see is that brain has a lot of triggers. Or say that again.
It's all like mental.
There you go. Or something also called what? Neurotransmitters, right? There's certain things that stimulate our brain that causes us to react a certain way. What's that?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So write this down. Write it down. Your gut has a direct line to the mind, right? Your gut has a direct line to the mind. And I want you to write down this other fun fact. Another fun fact in regards of how important the belly is, right? To our day-to-day activities, our day-to-day functioning. So your gut has a direct line to the mind. But I want you to write this. 90% of serotonin, 90% of serotonin is made in our gut. Serotonin is made in the gut. Did y'all know that? And we always talk about it, right? Thinking that it's something that now the mind produces. But as we see, serotonin, we're going to get the definition of what serotonin does. Huh? It ain't the what's that? That's no, he's talking about the sleep pills. That's no, that's melatonin. Melatonin. Your body does create melatonin as well. They say actually melatonin it radiates and produces more when you have red lights. I had to research that with the Navy. The Navy, they cause you to go to sleep with red lights. I'm like, why? But 90% of serotonin is made in your gut. Give me the definition of serotonin to show you what that hormone does, how the hormone is produced in your belly, and then it's transmitted to where? To your mind. So it has a role in how we feel. So the saying is true. You are what you eat. We produce, right, the mood that we want to be in via what? Our belly. Not saying that you can't switch that. We know the scripture says the flesh profiteth little, right? Oh no, it says, my apologies. It says that the flesh profiteth nothing, right? What is that, John? Where it says the spirit quickeneth, right? We know that the spirit quickeneth, but the flesh does have now the ability to do what? Cause confusion, chaos, irritable behavior, right? Like the scripture says in Wisdom of Solomon is that it weighs down that corruptible tabernacle. Who has serotonin? Right, John 6:63. Who has that serotonin definition? What you got, Azrai?
Serotonin is a neurotransmitter and a hormone that plays a critical role in various physical and physiological functions.
Right, so serotonin is a what? Neurotransmitter.
And a hormone.
So what's happening is that from the belly to the brain, it's being what? Transmitted. What's going on here? Right? I got Lake Hots food in my belly. Right? I'm moving slow. I'm sluggish. I'm greasy. Right? Think about it. You candy eaters. When you put candy in that gut, what do you think it produces? Huh? Jitters and probably just dizziness. Right? Because we know candy doesn't really have any nutritional benefits. Just tastes good. Tastes good to the taste buds, to the palate. What else you have for serotonin? Say it again. What you got, Samaya?
It says serotonin is a natural chemical the brain and intestines produce.
Look at that. The brain and what?
Intestines.
Y'all hear that? That gut, it's the same lining. The same lining that's in that brain is in the intestines. The body is extremely smart. The Most High knew what he was doing when he created that human body to where the things that we ate affected our thought process. It affected our mood. Yes.
No, I was gonna say the one I posted is a good one.
Right? What you got for that one that's posted? Somebody read that. That's online. Somebody read that real quick on the TV. You got it. You're right. You're the closest. You're the closest with serotonin.
Serotonin.
Uh-huh.
Serotonin is a chemical that carries messages between nerve cells in the brain throughout your body.
Mm-hmm.
Serotonin plays a key role in such body functions as mood, sleep.
You hear that? It says serotonin does what? Plays a role.
Serotonin plays a key role in such body functions as mood, sleep, digestion.
But hold on, but we're reading that in the scripture. The Most High said the excess of meats, right? It does what? It bringeth sickness. And oppressing the system turns into choler. It affects your mood. It also said sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. That's Ecclesiastes 31:20. Because why? The chemical that's in the hormone that's created in our intestines or gut, right? It now transmit that to our brain. So what is it saying? Man, what we put in our belly is extremely important.
Especially when it's good.
Explain, what do you mean?
Because you got a choice of diets. You could be vegan or you could be meat.
Right.
Meat is good. Like, it's another
Right? I mean, and it is lawful to eat meat.
Yeah, I know, but it's
Yeah.
I think it has more effect on our body than a vegan diet.
Oh, man, I was a vegan. I was a vegan. I'm gonna say it again. Anything and everything in moderation, right? Even if it was the meat, moderation. Even certain things with a vegan diet, moderation. Because you may be a vegan, but you overeating on bread. It could really have the same effect. But I get you on that. I definitely understand. But this is what we're seeing is that now serotonin has the connection with what the Most High is already showing us. Be careful of what you're eating because it's going to affect your mood. What else does it say? You switched it? Yeah, put that back up so we can finish that definition. That's a good one. Right? In regards of how the gut is now transmitting how it feels to the mind or what nutrition is being absorbed and digested and how now the body is going to use it, which is, as we're seeing, listen, it's causing our body to go through mayhem. Read that again. Come on. Read all the way through. No, the definition. Did you change it already or no? Read that. Come on.
Serotonin plays a key role in such body functions as mood, sleep, digestion, nausea, wound, healing, bone health, blood clotting, and sexual desire. Serotonin levels that are too low or too high can cause physical and psychological health problems.
Right, because that's, again, symptoms of low serotonin may include mood changes, feelings of depression or anxiety, and difficult with functions such as sleep and memory. So let me ask, what can cause low serotonin in our body? Raise your hand. What can cause low serotonin in our body according to the definition? I'll read it again. Symptoms of low serotonin may include mood changes, feelings of depression or anxiety, and difficulty with functions such as sleep and memory. What you got, Kalai? Definitely. That's one, yes. Our diet. Yes. Stress, yes. All these things play a factor in our low serotonin, but more importantly, it's the diet. Your diet plays a big part about how you feel. So we have to ask ourselves, what are we eating? Right? What do we have on our plates? What do we snack on? What's the main course of food? And we got to wake up to this, man, because our diet helps us as we function in our duties, right? A lot of brothers, we complain, we're too tired. I just don't have the energy. I'm just exhausted. But it's like, are you exhausted because of the work? Or are you exhausted because you're not putting in the proper fuel for your body to be able to maintain what you're doing? And a lot of times that is what it is. Do y'all see this?
God.
It's what we put in. It's not that you're being overworked. Sister, you're only 25. Brother, you 35. There's no reason why you in the air-conditioned business. That's anywhere. A lot of brothers and sisters work inside. You inside, you're not running miles back and forth. You're not lifting heavy baggages. But you what? You burnt out. You burnt out. Because when you go home, you ain't doing nothing. Right? You ain't lifting the gym. Even if you was lifting the gym, that would help you actually. But still is that our day isn't really, we're not really exerting a lot of energy. So we have to ask ourselves, man, why do I feel this way? It's because we ain't putting plates like that, man. Right? We going to Whataburger. Right? And it's a cold world because when you think about it, it's like, man, why does food have such a hold on me? Why is my palate so tailored to eat the worst of the worst, Bree? Anna? Why? It's because this kingdom, they know how to wear us out. They know how to break us down, and they know exactly what they're doing. We got nothing but what? Fast food using the same old oil. Man. I keep hearing that Chipotle is one of the dirtiest restaurants, but they food be hitting. The food hits. It's like, damn, I didn't know that. It looked clean to me. Not knowing that what? They're partnered right with Mickey D's, man. Look at them. Right with Mickey D's, man. See, but this is the information and knowledge and wisdom that the Most High is opening us up to. The Most High is getting us a better understanding of ourselves and what we're truly doing to ourselves and how we can alleviate some of the pains and pressure and health issues, the chronic diseases that plague our communities. It's chronic diseases that plague our communities, y'all. But the reason being is because what? It's the lack of understanding about our bodies, about what the Most High gave us to aid us. I'll show you. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus real quick. Go to Ecclesiasticus. Right? Let's go to Ecclesiasticus. Any questions so far? Ecclesiasticus. Give me 38 and 4. Ecclesiasticus 38 and verse 4. Yeah, I'm just tired. You know, I can't make it to class today. They worked me hard. No. You got more energy than you think. It's just being suppressed. Can't make this up. No. The Most High said it. You eat a little bit of food, had a small plate, but now I'm feeling sleepy. How that work, man? You trying to get you something in your stomach real quick for a class, man? You know you about to bring out the word of God, right? Let me give me a little snack. Soon as I get in the car, hit the corner. Boy. Man, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The food that we eat is bottom barrel, man. Yes. Esau knows how to keep a black man complaining, right? Giving excuses and actually really giving in to our flesh too. That's why the Most High said the spirit is what quickens, is what alives, brings us to life. We can't trust in the flesh so much. Who had a hand up? Yes.
They make it so addictive. We're talking about that when we were in Kentucky. Like, we'll go on a fast and we'll be good, but then once we get off that fast,
man,
we'll go 10 times harder.
There you go.
And feeling so much worse. But you know you need to go on a fast.
That demon wasn't purged yet. You on the fast, but you trying to figure out, man, my first meal. Don't let you be broke. Listen, you're going to know how to get a spread. You're going to learn how to get a spread, man. But you got to ask yourself, it's like, why? Why is that? Yes.
Some like, or many people become a slave to flavor. And they put like sugar and spaghetti sauce. You know what I'm saying? It's just straight up diabetes. Like,
right.
Recipe for diabetes.
Right. You said rest in peace. Oh, recipe. Oh, recipe for diabetes. Indeed. But indeed. The brother said a lot of our people are what? Slave to flavors. All your sauces. Right? Our people love seasonings on what? Sea cockroaches. Our people eat sea cockroaches and pop that with all Tony Chachere's, Obey. That's like all it is. Seasoned up, and you sucking now the filter of the sea. Filth, bottom barrel. They slurping on that thing too, boy. It's nasty. Thinking they living their best life. Not knowing that you eating a what? A sea cockroach. And our people, the reason why I'm going here is because when it comes to nutrition, our people don't know what to eat. We don't know what's good for us. We think we get a little lettuce on the burger, little tomato, little onion. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't go too heavy on the fries.
Gas you up.
You gotta turn it on.
That's the gas you up, man. They put that they edit them photos on that menu when you walk in there.
Right. And that thing come out half put together.
Right. You see the commercial for a new burger on a restaurant, you like, man, I gotta go try that out. And then you see it, you like, what the? It don't even look that good, but then you thinking, let me just try it out. You over there eating it, and now you salivating.
Yeah. You know, and the reason why we have to go into this is because, again, the word is true. It says that we would have to go to our enemies for our food. Yes.
And even after you eat those fast foods, you really don't even feel satisfied. You feel disgusted.
There you go. You again. Why did I do this? I went to Moab. Why did I do this? It'd be a lot of reasons. It's not only the flesh, it's what our eating has created even in us, and we're not going to touch on that part in regards of the parasites that's in us. The worms that's lingering in our body that is now signaling us to eat when we really need to drink some water. We really need some hydration. We don't need a burger. We don't need to stop at Burger King. Yes.
Also, food so cheap and just easy. Just go to the store, you can get anything you want.
There you go.
Cooking, but I'm gonna get something to eat.
Right.
Go right in the store. Cooking, like take time. You gotta sit and plan.
Right.
You gotta wash dishes.
Yeah.
And all that. But go to the store, spend like 10 hours. You eating for like, you know what I'm saying? You eating for like 2 people. One person eating for like 2 people. So it's like so easy.
You said one person even. That's true. Look at that. They was fighting over them sandwiches, man. It was fighting over Popeye's greasy bottom barrel sandwiches. I can't lie though. I did have one. That's how you know it was demonic. That thing bust. It hit so hard. I said, man, I might turn back around.
We used to call them chemical sandwiches.
I didn't call it that. Oh, you talking about the chicken? Oh, that Tyrone movie? But the point is that they're not even beneficial, man. Again, Esau knows how to do what? They know how to play with the things that we like. They know how to, enhance the food.
Chemicals.
They know how to, they're going to love the crunch. They're going to love that crunch
I said that last night.
with the juiciness. And the juice ain't nothing but grease, which is killing us. Seed oil, just destroying us.
Yep. I said that last night about the fish.
What's that?
I prefer the crunch. I said that.
Oh, you want that batter.
Yeah.
You want that deep fry.
Right. I said I had some good fish from the Benjamites in the mall. But I said it don't beat that crunch though.
There you go.
They know how to get you.
All right, they know how to tailor the food for a Black, Latino, Native American. But the thing is that, see, this is something that we got to be aware of. You know, when I think about it, even out here in New York, we have a lot of, what do they call those? They call those bodegas or the damn, what do they call those little Arab stores?
Corner stores with dang whole kitchen in it.
Yeah, corner stores. But the chicken, it be 3 days old chicken. What's that?
Like fighting Popeyes.
Right.
He said then they started to put the Don Julio in them.
Don Julio and what? Oh, so that was a comment?
Popeyes?
Oh, what, Don Julio and what, the sauce?
I think so.
You know how Negroes do it. Hennessy sauce, Hennessy wings. Negroes know how to eat.
LOL, Judah loves a good crunch.
Right.